Hi guys and welcome back. So today I filmed this look for you. It is more of like a softer grungy look. I think it's very wearable during the day. I didn't put lashes on and I didn't line or anything because I didn't want it to be too heavy. And I also am still recovering from this eye being a little jacked up. So I didn't want to agitate it with lashes or putting liner in my waterline. So I think that you could totally wear this during the day. I did a different lip. But really what I did in this video was try out a few new products. So if you want to see some of the new drugstore products that I picked up, and how to get this look pretty quickly, then just keep watching. Okay, so I was on Instagram the other day and obviously I told you guys, just moving some books. I told you guys that I got some new products. I was in Target, obviously for other things, and then was like, hey, I might as well just go buy some makeup. So I didn't really have any requests until after I left Target. So I just picked up a few things that I wanted to try that I thought like were really price point affordable and that you guys could also obviously give a try at home. So let's get this going. All right, so I bought a new primer. It's the Poreless Putty Primer and it's in Universal Sheer. It's obviously it's e.l.f. and that's cruelty-free and vegan, which is cool. I already put, face lotion on, but that we're not switching that up. Y'all know what I use. Okay. These face razors come in really handy for opening boxes too. And I didn't want to open anything off camera because I wanted you guys to know that this is like a legit first time review. All right, this is only good for 6 months after you open it. I like to point that out because I don't think people pay attention to that, and shit sometimes starts smelling a little funky. So you need to make sure. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to like this because I saw the word putty and I was like, oh, is this going to be like silicone-y tacky? It might be, but we're going to give it a whirl. So it's a screw top and it looks like this. It doesn't smell like anything. I'm doing like a legit review here, guys. Like we're going in, okay? We're going in. So all right, let's see what the box says, how to apply it. Apply a thin, even amount to moisturize skin prior to makeup. Allow to set for 30 seconds before applying foundation. Okay, it says that it smooths the skin and preps it with squalene to help moisturize and grip makeup. I like that word, grip makeup, for all day wear. The velvety texture glides over the skin, smoothing over imperfections for a poreless effect. And apparently this is supposed to work on every skin tone because it's universal sheer. Okay, let's try it. Oh, there's a fuzz on me. Oh, okay. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like hair paste, you know, for like guys. Or if you use it as a girl, if you have shorter hair. Okay. All right, texture-wise, it kind of feels, it doesn't feel like what I thought it was going to feel like. It feels like a thick lotion. If you want me to be honest. Duh. Of course you want me to be honest. It feels like a thick lotion, but let's see how it works throughout the day. It does feel nice on my skin. Like it doesn't feel bad. It really doesn't smell like much of anything. So I like that it doesn't have like a weird putty scent. We're moving on to foundation. So I bought 3 foundations. I really only bought 2. I bought 2 colors of one. Now I've used the other Milani foundation. I forgot which one it is. The matte and poreless or whatever. No, it's not matte and poreless. It's in the taller skinny bottle. This one's called Screen Queen. So apparently it has a digital blue light filter. Does that matter for your skin? I don't know. But it has a luminous natural skin finish, buildable light to medium coverage. And I got it in the shade Natural Beige 220. I don't know if this is going to match me. I think it should be okay. This was one of the ones that looked a little less yellowy. So I sometimes, because I'm more fair, end up looking like I have jaundice, which isn't not cute. It's not cute. I think I'm going to try the Screen Queen because I feel like I know LA Girl is good. Like I've used other LA Girl products and I like them. And I also got concealer from Milani. So this way we'll do a little Milani review. So the concealer I got is Conceal Perfect Longwear Concealer, and I got it in the shade Light Vanilla 120. So I always go like a lot lighter with concealers. I mean, we're going to see how dark / light I come up right now, and that might change my mind about the colors I purchased. But Yeah. All right, so this has a pump on it. It looks like someone pumped it before me, so I probably should have checked that. Yeah. So let's pump. Oh, it's thick. I was not expecting this to be thick, guys. You see that? Oh, there we go. I was expecting this to be like tray watery, mainly because it says that it's light to medium coverage and it's buildable. Like for it to be light to medium buildable, like usually they're like medium to full buildable. All right, let's see how I did with my coloring here. Okay, this does have a smell. Wow, this is like super light coverage. Okay, we're gonna build it up and see how it does. It feels like it dries down pretty fast, actually. I'm going to need a decent amount of product to get around my face. I probably should have double checked that it was light to medium coverage. I don't like light to medium coverage. I like having a whole, I like painting my face. I'll paint my numbers on Christy's face. All right, but I don't think the color's that bad. I mean, it's definitely like a touch whiter, but that's the thing. Like sometimes if I go too dark, or like if I even go like a shade darker, sometimes it's just too yellow. And I honestly rather be like more like creamy, like this color, milky and like not yellow, and bronze it up. Then I don't know if it's the foundation. It looks dry. Like, I don't like that. Oh, it's the worst. It legit looks like dry on my skin. What to do? I do have to work today, so. But this is a review, right, guys? So, I gotta try it. I mean, I don't know. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, no, I don't like it. We're gonna keep it on, though, because. And it's itchy. If you guys ever itch when you put foundation on, you're like, ah, I can't itch my face. This is what I'm like in the morning. I can't get my shit together in the morning. So anyone who gets to witness me in the morning, it's very entertaining because like I'm literally, I've walked in circles before. I'm like so scatterbrained in the morning. I can't focus on shit. It takes me a little bit to get my life together. So, but it's kind of funny, I think. I'm much more focused at night. They say creative people usually are very focused at night. That's when I'm like usually pretty on point. What would be on point is what would be on point is if this would open. I don't know how I feel about that foundation. I just don't like the way it's settling on my skin. And normally I would like take it off and start over, but I ain't got time to do that, so. All right, I got this in the shade Light Vanilla. This looks a little more yellowish than, what was this, Natural Beige. I think this would be good for somebody who likes really light coverage. I have to say, as I'm looking at it, I mean, it did a pretty good, decent job covering for it being light to medium. Like, it did a decent job, like, with my skin discoloration, because I'm a little red there. But, and it has, like, a decent finish, I guess. But I just feel like it's a little dry. I think maybe this and that Poreless primer together, it's not a good combo. It's just a little dry. So we'll try you again with somebody else, okay? Try it again with somebody else. All right, this has like a little doe foot. It's like one of the straight doe foot. I like the tart ones. I'm a tart Shape Tape whore. But I like the tart ones. Okay, this is a good color. Okay. It looks like it has good coverage. I want to say this was like $5.99, maybe $4.99. But like I said, guys, I'm gonna put all the prices down there. Don't you worry your little hearts. This feels like it has good consistency. Like this feels like a pretty serious concealer. It says it's long wear. Let's see if they lying. Okay. I always start blending out at my chin. This is a damp Real Technique sponge, by the way. And also, guys, I filmed my whole Valentine's Day video. It was over an hour long. So I tried editing it down, which I like was working on, would have been good. But I don't know if you guys notice how white my hands are. And my hands are so dry right now from doing hair. It's not even funny. So the difference of coloring from my hand to my face was so disturbing to me, and my bra strap kept popping out in the video, that I was like, I can't even put this out there. So the struggle is real when you're trying to edit and you look back at yourself. It's difficult. I should just have somebody edit for me so I'm not so critical of myself. But if my hands are a different color, guys, that's why. It is what it is. I mean, I wash my hands probably like 75 times a day. So, all right, guys, I like this concealer. At least first impressions, I like this concealer. Okay, for the price point, I think it's good. It blended out nice. It stayed where it was supposed to. I like it. Maybe, guys, maybe the whole problem is the Poreless putty from e.l.f. Maybe that's the whole problem of this whole look right now. Maybe that's what I don't like, but I do like this. So, yeah. I'm okay. I'm all right with it. I'm all right with it. Okay. I'm going to use Too Homey Airspun. Okay. If you don't have this and you shop at Walmart, or I don't think Target carries Airspun, but if you've ever been to Walmart and you haven't purchased Airspun, I don't know what you're doing with your life. That simple. Okay. Airspun is the shit. It's only like $7. And I have it in naturally neutral. And I'm serious, guys. For $7, like, first off, it's, excuse my French, it's huge. It's like a giant thing. I can bake, no problem. It smells like baby powder, so people probably don't like that. I don't mind my face smelling like baby powder. I'm really okay with it. All right, so I just put that everywhere. Next, I'm gonna do my brows. So, no brows. So, I just went to get my nail fixed really quick. So, I do have a little lip on, which I'm gonna take off now. But I didn't finish doing anything else. But I do have to say that I put sunglasses on and I got like a little bit of a line right here and here. And I sat down to try and blend it out and it didn't work so well. So with certain foundations, I don't get that line. So I just wanted to see, I just want to point this out for you guys. And I literally have my sunglasses on for like, oh no, 5 minutes. Maybe 10, because it's like 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back. But yeah. I put on a little mascara, but the mascara that I used is the NARS one that I told you guys I'm not a fan of because it runs. Oh boy. I'm going to do like a quick eye look. I did buy bronzer as well. So usually what I use, bronzer wise, I want to do something more grungy today. So I'm going to probably do a darker lip. Oh, look at that. That's cute. That's cute. I'm going to do like a darker lip. I'll tell you guys though, this foundation settles, man. Which is weird why I got creasing there, because like I just wiped that off and it was like settled where it was. So I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see how this wears throughout the day. So I'm going to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, the OG one. I do want to get the new one because I'm kind of like curious about how this is all going to play out, since her last few products have kind of been a wash. And I feel bad even saying that because I love Jaclyn Hill. I think, you know, so she's lost her shit a little bit, but I do like her. So I'm just going to pick up a neutral shade in the palette. I want to show you guys this palette, but it's a disaster. So this guy here, which is Silk Cream, just picking that up and going in my crease. There's something. Y'all, there's something in my eye, and it's the fucked up eye. Woo! Daddy. We can't go through that again. All right, I'm going to go into this nice maroon shade. I'm going to do a lot of like maroons. I think this is called Jack's. Pretty sure that's Jack's. Well, so that's a nice like maroonish, reddish brick shade. So I'm picking that up on, it's still like a blending brush, but it's a little bit more dense than the last one I was using and a little bit more tapered. I believe this one's from BH Cosmetics. It's old, so, you know, I'm just going to pack that on right here, right in the outer corner, and kind of like onto my lid. Same thing on the other side. On the other eyeball. And then I'm just going to lightly blend out now with the same brush because I have a little leftover product on there. And I know I've said this a million times, like for people that watch my live videos and stuff, I'm not like a super clean shadow person. Like I'm not into like cut creases and stuff like that. Although I'm going to explore more and try and get more into them. But I just like such like a blended out look. I just think it's like really sexy. And I have big eyeballs, so I don't need to enhance that more with like a cut crease. But okay, so we're just blending that. One of my teachers in beauty school used to say, blend, blend, blend. Blend is your friend. So when I'm blending and mad because I'm blending for 3 years, I just think of his voice and I'm like, blend, blend, blend. Blend is your friend. It was good old Jeff. Good old Jeff. All right, so now I'm going to go in with like a little bit of a smaller blending brush just to place this. This one's like a lot more tapered and a lot tighter of a brush. This is the Golden Triangle from Bdellium Tools. I love these brushes. I'm going to go into a darker shade. It's a little more plum. It's called Chip. It's right here. Chip and Mocha are like, Mocha's like one of my favorite shades of all time. It's this guy here. And it's just such a good neutral brownish shade. Like it's just so good for any kind of look. Like you can jazz it up. I just love it. So maybe I'll do one of my old school like go-to looks. This shade's a lot darker, and I know it's daytime, but I do hair, so I could be a little extra. And I'm just going to put this down here. Said that like such a valley girl. I'm literally just placing it. Oh, guys, you have to laugh at yourself. I swear, I laugh at myself a lot. It's probably one of my most valued traits is that I'm able to laugh at myself all the time. Okay, this is just a fluffy blending brush. This is the 785 tapered blending brush from Bdellium Tools. So it's a little fluffy. And it's one of my newer brushes. So like the Bdellium ones are my newer ones. I probably got them in the last year. I need to order brushes again. I just haven't decided what ones I want. I'll probably get these again, but I also like, I'm such a creature of habit. I want to like try other things. I'm really bad at change, guys. Like really bad. It's a 2020 goal. I gotta get better with change because like I struggle majorly with like major changes in life. Like my parents are selling their house that I grew up in and I'm like having a panic attack. Yeah, I'm not good at it. I'm working on it though. But you gotta admit your faults, right guys? You gotta tell people what you're not good at. Change is not one of them. But I like it in some instances, you know? But like, I'm one of those people that if I go to a restaurant I always end up ordering the same thing. You know, I don't like explore new color lines a lot. I like what I like. And I'm like, nah, I ain't interested. But you gotta experience change, especially like the hair industry and makeup industry is always changing. So that's why it's hard for me to, you know, use new products. Because I like what I like and I know what I like, but I'm doing it for y'all, okay? And honestly, it's not working out too bad today, so The way this makeup's settling, I'm kind of liking a little bit better, this foundation, but we're going to see when we start laying powders on top of it, because I still have to like bronze up and stuff, how we feel about it. I'm just like blending the ish out of this, trying to get like that really nice smoked out effect and kind of marry the two colors together. Now I use this blending brush for all my darker stuff. I'm using this one. This was the first brush I used to lay down like that first crease color. So I'm going to go back in with that, and I'm going to pick up that reddish tone again. That first like pigment I put on, and just pack that back over here. And then just blend out like really lightly. Really, really, really lightly. Just picking up a clean blending brush and going in here to make sure we don't have lines there. Now this is like super blown out. Some people don't like this look, and that's okay. You could tame this down a bit. I have like a pretty big eyelid area to work with, so I like to like blow it out a lot more. But you don't have to do that. If you don't want to bring it up as high, you don't have to. If you don't want to bring it up as high, you don't have to. If you don't want to blend it out as much, if you want to cut this, you can. Like right now, so if you wanted to do a cut crease, now would be the time to do it. You can like cut right over here and put something else in. You can put like a nice glitter in or something like that. You know, it's not that I don't know how to do them. It's just like, it's not like a go-to look for me. It's just not, it's not really like my vibe all the time. So, you know, but I like mad respect to the girls that do it, because the cut creases look beautiful. But it's not like not really my thing, but I'm gonna try and work out of my comfort zone for everybody this year. All right, now I'm gonna go back into Silk Cream with just a small brush like this. So the top of that is really nice to just pack in color underneath the lid. I mean, underneath the waterline. So just pick that up. I'm just gonna press that in there. Then I'm going to go into the red one. So that brickish shade. And I'm just going to work that in there. And I'm like lightly tapping. We're just connecting that top to the bottom right now. So I'm just going to I'm picking up that dark one, and we're just pushing it out here. And I always like to grab it and just kind of seal the deal on the outer V. Like that. And I'm just making sure that's nice and blended. Okay, so now we're going to go in. I used a lot of brushes for that look. A lot of brushes. Now I'm just going to go in and grab like a flat brush. This is from BH Cosmetics, and just pick up like a shimmer, you know, to do a little highlighting work. So I'm going to highlight with the KKW palette, and I'm using this first shade. I'm not sure if this is Saint or Chicago, but this guy here. So I'm just going to pick that up. And I don't want to go crazy in here, but I am going to pick up like a little bit of something, something. So let's go in with the copper shade from the KKW palette. It's right in the middle of the second row. Unseen. And then I'm going to go in here and blend this out. Guys, by the way, I haven't had my eyebrows done professionally. I can't even tell you the last time I had my eyebrows done. I'm going to be honest. Okay, I had to wipe off the powder before when I left. Yeah, I don't like the way this makeup's settled. Like, look how that all just moved. And it's like getting cakey. Not a fan of this foundation, girls. Moral of the story is I'm not a fan. Okay, so before I put my bronzer on, I'm going to set my face a little bit. Now, I've used this before. This is a 3-in-1 primer water. So they say it's a primer, a set, and a refresher. I'm going to use it because it's like a little watery. And I could probably just blend this a little bit more. This one's in the cucumber scent. I have the coconut one. I haven't gotten the rose one because I have like a rose face spray that I bought that is from the health food store. This foundation might work better with, you know, a primer that's going to give you some luminosity, like a luminous primer, I don't think it's working well with this primer that I have. So I would avoid using this foundation with something that's going to be mattifying. This bronzer, by the way, though, I think this was $4.99. So I usually use the Anastasia bronzer. This one's from Wet n Wild, and it's in the color Sunset Striptease. So the reason that I picked this up is because I really like a lot of products from Wet n Wild as far as like face products go. I've used some of their powders, their blushes, their highlighters are like the bomb, and they're so cheap. So very affordable. I shouldn't say cheap. They are very affordable. So I wanted to try this bronzer. It looks like it has a bit of luminosity to it, but not anything too crazy. So let's try it. I'm going to use an angled brush like I always do. It's nice though. There's a bit of, it blends out good. Not a ton of pigment, but you know, it for like $4.99 or $5.99, however much it was. I mean, how much pigment are we really expecting here? So I think it has a pretty good payoff for what it is. It's probably a good nose contour, and this is good if you're a little bit more fair and you don't like so much contour on your face. But I like a lot of contour, so we gotta go with the Anastasia. So this is the color Saddle. I'm gonna go in with my other brush that has like saddle on it and just swipe around. Watch the difference. You see the depth in that? This one is a little bit darker than, but as far as like bronzing goes, they have the same tone. So I'm gonna go on with the color Bespoken from MAC. It's the Pro Longwear Lip Pencil. These are kind of a pain in the butt to sharpen because they have like a different top. They're not like the wood, it's wood, but you know what I mean. This is more like a purpley tone. It's a little bit deeper than the lipstick I'm gonna use. The lipstick I'm using is a shinier finish. It's called Dark Side. It's also from MAC. It's an amplified lipstick. This was one of my first like lipsticks that I got from MAC that I fell in love with. So I used to wear this all the time when I was in beauty school. So we're bringing it back. So the Bespoken for, like I said, it's a little bit darker. So whenever I'm doing something darker than my lipstick, I like to fill in the corners like this. This lip pencil is not like really gliding as much as I would like it to, but it's doing enough. So this is definitely more of a plum color than the lipstick that I'm going to wear, but you're going to see like why I like to use something darker. It matches, it's got like a pigment from my eyeshadow, but so does Dark Side. Ooh, oh, honey. So we're going to take this and pop this on right here. Then I'm going to take just a small brush, like a lip brush, and kind of just make sure that it's all blended out here and smooth. Okay, so we overlined a little bit, but it's okay. I ain't mad about it. And darker shades too, like reds, are a slippery slope. Because once you start jacking it up, you can enter the danger zone pretty quickly. Which I think you guys might have just witnessed me partially entering the danger zone. So if anything too, if like, because I really had to move that underneath around. It really just changed up the shade a little bit, which I really like it. Oh, went in the visionary even with the other lip. If men knew how difficult this, like, it was to, like, put ourselves together and, like, look a certain way, they'd probably appreciate it a little bit more. Just saying. All right, now I'm going to just go in with blush. I want to use this guy. All right, this is Hushabye Sheer Tone Blush from MAC. I got this at a sample sale, so I don't even know if they still make it, but it's just like a nice rosy color, a little bit of like that maroonish depth to it. So I want to just stick with that color theme that I have going on. And then I always go back over everything with like a powder brush just to make sure we're blended. Now, I could go in like my eyes too with a black liner. And I would put on lashes with this look, but I don't want to jack with my eye too much. So I'm just going to go back over everything with a little bit more mascara. I'm going to highlight a little bit. And I'm going to use Wet n Wild highlighter. I believe they do still have this. I want to say this was like $4.99 or $5.99. But everything will be listed below, like price-wise. So you guys don't have to worry about that at all. It's in the shade Hustle and Glow, I think it is. It's scratched off, but I think it's Hustle and Glow. So it's their loose highlighting powder. It's a little more of a gold tone, so I wear this a lot in the summer, but I feel like I have like that kind of look going on, so I could probably get away with it. I'm just going to cover my eyes so that my mascara doesn't run. So I like to put I like to spray my face, like set it, and then I go in with my highlighter because I feel like it sticks better. But like, guys, for $4.99 or $5, however much this is, I mean, it's less than 10. You're paying, like, I have this, okay, so this is like a sample of something similar. I have this from Becca and Topaz. This was like $29, and it's a pretty similar shade. This might just be a little more like true gold, where this is a little more bronzy gold. And I think the payoff in the Wet n Wild is like way better. Like the pigmentation is like crazy. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have a struggle eating today with this lipstick on, but it's okay. So that's all I'm gonna do for this look. Let me just fix up my eyebrows real quick.